We're opening the hearing on H-8039. Chris Brown, I think, is the only witness still here for that one. This is a technical amendments bill that comes from input that we have received over the past year on various pieces of housing legislation that we've passed. This comes from municipalities, from planners, from a variety of places. And it addresses several areas of statute that require adjustments. Neighbors Welcome assisted with the drafting, in fact took the lead in the drafting on this technical amendments bill. Some of the changes are based on concerns about ADU permitting in particular, and there are some technical adjustments to the language of the townhomes bill we passed last year, as well as to the subdivisions language. Regarding the ADUs, just as an example, there's language that addresses the issue of applicants who build a garage, which requires different dimensions and setbacks and has lower thresholds for approval, like not a 20,000 square foot lot. And then they immediately turn it into an ADU. That is not what the bill intended. So there's language in this to propose a 3-year period for a prior use before conversion to an ADU. There's also clarification of language requiring how to compute the size of the ADU. The formula was not clear, and the floor area ratio language has been clarified. Those are just examples of the kinds of tweaks that this bill encompasses, and I want to thank, again, Chris and her team for gathering this in input and then providing the statutory language. So, any questions for the sponsor? Okay, then on to the witness. Are you going to talk to Matt about ADUs? You can't help it. Okay. Chris?
Thank you, Rep. Speakman. Thank you, members of the committee. I'm Chris Brown from Neighbors Welcome.
Chris, is that microphone on or just pull it forward?
Pull it forward? Can you hear me now?
There you go. That's better.
Okay, great. So as Rep. Speakman alluded to, we strongly support H-8039, which provides a bunch of technical fixes to laws that we've already passed. Most of these technical fixes came from members of the community who are implementing these laws either in a role as a municipal planner or as a land use attorney or some other technical expertise. This array of technical changes, creating clarifying definitions, ADU sizes and standards, the 3 years of an existing structure. These are all needed changes to make sure that the intent of these zoning reforms are practiced in implementation at the local level. So we thank Rep. Speakman for putting this in. We know that housing is a very complex legal issue in the zoning and land use law, and it is important that we be able to go back and amend things we've passed in the past that aren't working well on the ground. And so this bill fixes a bunch of those things. So thank you for that.